Good morning, y'all. Hopefully you're having a sexy Saturday. So I haven't been live, I think, in about a week. Like, I streamed some live stuff, but I haven't been live. So it's good to be back. Just going through some things, trying to execute self-care and self-love and just working on me. But today's subject, y'all, it's an article on medicalnewstoday.com, and the title is Is ghee more healthful than butter? I played with a couple of different brands of ghee over at Natural Grocers when I was in North Dakota. Buddy, go lay down, go. He loves bananas, y'all. Buddy, down. He just laid on my yoga mat. Hold on one second. Go. Okay, I'm back. But I played with ghee a couple of times, different products, and they were good. They were actually really, really good. They're a little bit more sweeter than the butters that I have tried. But when you're eating butter, in my opinion, I don't know what's wrong with the light, in my opinion, the best butter that I got used to was Kerrygold grass-fed butter. That really was the best. You could do the bulletproof coffee with that. You can saute things with it. It's a little bit pricier, but you can get it at Costco. And so when it comes to butters, I always liked Kerrygold. It's like in a gold package and it has like a green emblem on it. Super, super good. Hello, Carolina. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Keisha. Hello, Christina. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the article. So it says, this is from David Rawthentic, and it says, or actually, before we do this, in the comment section, y'all, let me know if you like ghee or you like butter. Which one do you use? Which one does your brain feel better on? Which one does your energy feel better on? Which one does your body feel better on? Where do you get it? What brand and how much? So it says, ghee is a type of clarified butter that contains fewer dairy proteins than regular butter. This ingredient can be used in place of regular butter. But is it healthier, and what are the benefits? So it says, ghee can be used as a substitute for butter, and while butter is not necessarily bad for health, many people think that ghee might be a more healthier alternative for using in cooking. In this article, we will look at the differences between ghee and butter in terms of production, nutrition, and healthfulness, as well as the risk associated with these products. So we're going to start with ghee. So what is ghee? And this is why I love doing these type of videos, is because it's like I just let you all in while I'm playing and while I'm learning and while I'm studying and doing research and development, because I'm always constantly trying to up my game when it comes to knowledge and facts about nutrition, healthy lifestyle, meditation, yoga, all of that stuff. So it says, what is ghee? And ghee is spelled really rad. It's Ghee. So ghee is a form of highly clarified butter that is traditionally used in Asian cooking. Like butter, ghee is typically made from cow's milk. Ghee is made by melting regular butter. The butter separates into liquid fats and milk solids. Once separated, the milk solids are removed. Interesting. Which means that ghee has less lactose than butter. So if you're lactose intolerant and you don't drink milk, or you get a tummy ache when you do, or any type of dairy, ghee sounds like it would be a better option. So it says, traditionally, ghee has been used as a cooking oil, an ingredient in dishes, and in certain type of therapies. It says ghee is still used in certain type of massage and as a base for herbal ointments to treat burns and rashes. Did not know that. So if you got burns or rashes, you could put ghee on it. I wonder if that's just more of like a homemade or if it's a store-bought as well. So it says, how is ghee made? Ghee is heated for longer than other types of clarified butter, which contributes to a stronger and nuttier flavor as well as a darker hue. Ghee has a higher burning point than standard clarified butter, which means it is ideal for frying or sautéing foods. Very interesting. Very interesting. I did not know that. So a person can make ghee at home using regular unsalted butter. You melt the butter slowly and skim off the solids that gather on the surface. You all have done that, right? When you melt a bunch of butter and those solids come, I guess you just kind of sweep those and ninja flip those out, and the rest is ghee. It says continue to cook the butter until all the milk solids have sunk to the bottom and the liquid is clear. This is clarified butter. Very interesting. So it continues to say, continue to cook for a few more minutes until the milk solids at the bottom of the pan turn brown. The cooked milk solids give the ghee its flavor and color. Sieve the liquid into a jar or a bottle and let it cool and solidify. So it continues to say, ghee versus butter. Because ghee and butter both derive from cow's milk, their nutritional profiles and fat content are very similar. However, because ghee does not contain the same levels of dairy proteins as butter, it may be better for people who do not tolerate dairy products that well. So, you know, like the bulletproof coffee that was like, you know, marketed really well by Dave Asprey, but really kind of like Dave Wolf kind of took off with it and really got it to the public. I wonder if you can do bulletproof coffee instead of the Kerrygold butter, but with ghee. Or you could use the Kerrygold butter and then, you know, cook it, take the milk solids, and then use the ghee, and then with maybe some MCT oil. That might be really good, right? And then also, it seems to me, what would be the price points of ghee and butter? Because you get ghee from butter, so you're really getting like a third of the product. So ghee should probably be less expensive than butter, or maybe it's the reverse because you're actually making it lactose tolerant for individuals that are lactose tolerant. So that's very interesting. I'm gonna have to find that out. Benefits and risks of ghee. Various research studies have looked at the possible benefits and risks of including ghee in a person's diet. These include heart disease. It says, according to research from 2010, ghee contains almost 50% saturated fat, which has led to concerns that ghee might increase the risk of coronary heart disease. However, a 2018 study looking at 200 people in North India suggests that fat and cholesterol in the blood was healthier in the people who ate more ghee and less mustard oil as sources of fat in their diets. Mustard oil. I don't think I've ever played around with mustard oil. You know, you got mustard seeds. It says results, and so that would be a super process. So you would get the oil from the seeds. Interesting. Results include lower LDL or bad cholesterol levels and higher HDL or good cholesterol levels. Although this study only compared results between ghee and mustard oil and not butter, it did not show promising results for ghee. Some forms of mustard oil are banned for consumption in the United States, Canada, Europe because they contain uric acid. Yeah, any type of oils, you know, I'm always on the fence because I'm always learning and then unlearning more and then learning. I used to have a lot of coconut oil. I don't mess around with coconut oil that much. Or olive oil, but sometimes I'll go back into it and I feel like, you know, it's a really good fat. But you got to remember that even like the best quality, it's still processed. So here we go. Let's continue on. It says, lower levels of milk sugars and proteins. It says because ghee has had many of its dairy proteins removed, it contains much lower levels of dairy proteins, such as casein and lactose that regular butter have. A person who is sensitive or intolerant to lactose and casein may find that it is beneficial to use ghee as a substitute for butter. Like I've never had like ghee toast, like, you know, you butter toast, right? You butter your toast, ghee toast. And I wonder if it, you know, if it has the same, I guess it has a higher burning tolerance, but I wonder if it melts kind of like butter. So I might have to go ninja flip into a market just to play, because when I read something, and this is totally an opinion, you know, they cite researches and stuff, but it's on medical news today, and you know, you have conflicting opinions and stuff, and so I'll read this, and then I'll read like a different article that's maybe saying something, you know, completely different than this, and then I'll ninja flip and go get my ghee, and then I'll maybe go make my ghee, and then I'll pay attention to what that ghee does to my tummy, my eyes, my skin, my teeth, if it gives me heartburn, if it messes with my hair, if it messes with my energy, and then I'm like, okay, so I read these two articles, I went and did my experiment with my body, I like ghee or I don't like ghee, and then I find out. So then it says, it's rich in healthful Linoleic acid. I guess I might not be saying that right. It says, ghee is rich in a fatty acid called conjugated, I'm just going to say CLA, which is known to have a range of health benefits. For instance, a 2018 article suggests that dietary CLA is associated with 15% lower risk of coronary heart disease. And it contains butyrate. It says butyrate. It says ghee contains a fatty acid called butyrate acid. According to one study, butyrate acid plays an essential role in digestive health. It may also have an anti-inflammatory effects. Very, very cool. Like, look, when you're a kid and you're in school and like you didn't care about ghee or whatever subject and they make you read it, you know you're just gonna put your head on the desk and you're not gonna pay attention, and then you have to take a test about it. And so like for me, like I'm interested in this, so of course I'm digging it and I'm reading it and I'm really paying attention to what I'm reading, and I'm gonna unlearn and then learn and then relearn and then unlearn and then learn. And so it's very interesting on how people learn these days. I think traditional colleges are gonna go bye-bye in the next 20 years because you can learn for free online and you can learn what you want to learn, so it's not boring and it's educational for yourself. This is why I share this with you. So let's ninja flip back over to butter, and it says benefits and risks of butter. So I love butter, y'all. I didn't eat butter when I started my raw diet and stuff, and that was one of the hardest things I had to give up was butter. Butter, eggs, the tuna. The butter was one of the toughest things to give up because you saute your eggs in it, you use your eggs, but then you can use coconut oils too as well. Coconut oil, I find you got to be a little bit more careful when you're doing cooking with coconut oil. It's a different heat, and sometimes it tastes better depending on what you're doing, but there's just something about that butter, y'all. So benefits and risks of butter. When consumed in moderation, butter is not bad for you, according to the United States Department of Agriculture. So when you see the USDA, you got to be really careful about, what motives do they have? Does the USDA have motives to push dairy? When you look at that old school pyramid, it's like dairy, 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 corn, corn, corn. And because, back in the day, the baby boomers and after the war, they had all this agriculture, and they had to feed a lot of people. And so they had all these subsidiaries, or they had all these tax breaks and all this stuff for, big farms. And so they just made a massive amount of factory farms for dairy and for corn and for wheat. And so you just got to be careful when you read pieces like this. Cite other sources and more sources, so you can kind of see really what the agenda is or what the motives is by the source that you're getting it from. So it says real butter does not contain any trans fat. However, it does contain high levels of saturated fat, which can contribute to high blood cholesterol levels and heart disease if not eaten in moderation. The American Heart Association recommended that a person should get 5 to 6% of their total daily calories from saturated fat, which is about 13 grams per day. See, I don't know. I mean, if you're on a raw food diet, I mean, that doesn't even you just blink at that. Like, you don't even for me, like when I was in the bodybuilding, I would be like, oh, I need this many carbs, I need this many grams of protein, this many calories. When you're on the raw food diet or very close to it, or just a real food diet, when it's real food, nothing has labels, you really don't even have to count your calories. Or in my opinion, you don't have to count anything. You just eat whenever you're hungry and just make sure you stay hydrated. It says, however, different types of fat, including saturated fats, are essential for a healthy diet. A person should limit their intake of saturated fats and increase their intake of monosaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which are healthful fats. So where you see all these fats, do you know nuts, seeds, legumes, you've got avocados. There's so many healthy fats in fruits and vegetables. There really, really are. You just got to, get them. You got to make sure that they're raw, and you got to make sure that they're organic, and just eat them. You know what I'm saying? Just eat that type of stuff. So it continues to say a good source of healthy fats include fish, nuts, seeds, and olives. So the conclusion is ghee is another form of butter, and the nutritional profile and fat content of the two are similar. However, ghee may be better for people who are sensitive to lactose and casein because it contains less of both. So basically you get the comfort of the butter, and hopefully, I guess, the different brands, if you make it yourself, the nice taste of the ghee, but you don't have those two things of the lactose and the casein. So, you know, if you're allergic or you're sensitive, you can still get close to the butter, but they call it ghee. So it says neither ghee nor butter is unhealthful when eaten in moderation, and a person can include both foods in a very and balanced diet. There's a lot of people that would disagree with that. A lot of people would be like, what? So, hello Victoria, she says good morning and everyone here. Hello Angela, she said, so I need to get back on the ghee then. Up to you. I know I'm gonna need you to flip and go play with ghee, because when I read this, it sticks in my head. Now I need to go play with ghee. I need to go make my own ghee. So I would have to go buy some butter, heat it up, take the proteins off. That's ghee. And then I want to buy 1 or 2 different products of ghee, packaged ghee, and then I could ghee it up, and I could be like, okay, I like this ghee on this, I like this ghee like this, I like this ghee like this, I don't like this ghee. Boom. Wait a couple of days, see if you get any sores on the back of your neck, see if you get any inflammation, see if you get any snot, see if you get any mucus, see what your energy is, and then you could say, hey, ghee is good for me, or ghee is not good for me, I can do without it. So I want to go into our group right now, and I want to read a couple Rock and Rad Star testimonials. Our group is just blowing up, and you know, I'm so proud of it, because I get hundreds of messages every single day, and there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. There's so many people that, you know, aren't ready to share publicly, but you know, the group is really healing a lot of people, and it's really giving people a lot of confidence and a safe place to really heal or begin the healing process. And so I want to go ahead and read a couple, like today. Here's one right here, 25 minutes ago. A beautiful Rock and Rad Star did an introduction. And before I do this, I want to make sure you all understand the group is a closed group, and so it's completely private. So that means somebody can find the group, somebody can know that you're in the group, but they cannot read, they cannot find any of the stuff that you post in the group unless they're a member. So if there's someone that, you know, an ex-husband, an ex-girlfriend, a family member, whatever it is, you know, they're not gonna, it's not like your regular Facebook feed. So the Facebook group is closed. So you can go live and talk about whatever it is. If you have a heartache, if you're depressed, if you have an eating disorder, if you're, you know, addicted to food, if you're addicted to drugs, if someone's physically or mentally abusing you, you can go in there and rap about it and inspire others, and then let others inspire and support you. And so it's a very powerful thing. So a Rock and Rad Star here says, hello everyone, I'm new to this group, and so far this seems like a very positive place with lots of positive people. That's good. I'm finding my way, but I love being in nature, being creative, gardening, and really just learning how we can take care of ourselves and the world around us. I'm not really sure what else to put for now. I don't have much of a story to share at the moment, but I'd like to stay a part of this group, and I hope everyone here has a beautiful day, and if you're struggling, remember that you are strong and that it will pass. Have a great day, everybody. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it amazing? I always say, you know, mend your garden and the butterflies will come. And so whatever you're dealing with, if you've had enough with it, you know, and you want to become addicted to bettering yourself, and, you know, and create those healthy boundaries, there's beautiful people all around you, right? Look, listen to this. Listen to this beautiful sound. See? If you're in the gutter, right? If you're broke, you know, if you're broken, right? Look around. And, you know, refuse to give up, and just put yourself in healthy circles, healthy communities. And that's what our group is. And I mean, just having one person that can listen to you and hold space, as people say, and really listen to you and not attack you or not even try to fix you, but just listen, is priceless, y'all. So I'm going to continue to read another one. We've got, I'm not going to say names because remember, this is a private group. So here's another one that was 5 hours ago. Hi, I'm a Rock and Rad Star. I'm not going to say her name. I'm a caregiver. I'm a caregiver in a group home caring for disabled ladies. I'm a certified massage therapist as well. I also have a serious addiction to making bath bombs. Most of all, I love my family, and I am the happiest at home away from the world in the company of my Duchand, but I don't know what a Duchand is. Here's another one. Hello, I'm a rock and rad star. So something funny, I'm not actually sure how I became part of this group, but I'm here, LOL. And I love the vibe and the authenticity. I'm 30 years old and a registered dietitian by trade. I work at a small VA clinic of Dallas, Texas. She has a beautiful, beautiful photo with a very beautiful spring dress there. Let me, I gotta expand this. It's a pretty long one, so, oh no. My internet. I'm only gonna read what I can see. It says, I really like to dance and I love horses, but if honest, I don't seem to make, and then it cuts off. It won't let me continue to read just because of the internet. So it was a really, really long one. And that's it. I wish I could read more. We've got thousands and thousands of introductions. I've received thousands of testimonials over the last 2 years. I've been doing this for almost 2 years now, y'all. It's funny because Facebook has a feature, you know, like, what did you do a year ago? And a year ago today, my beautiful daughter Jordan ninja flipped into my kitchen in North Dakota and did one of her junk food reviews. And she was talking about cotton candy Oreos. And I love her so much. I spoke with her yesterday on Snapchat. Tell you what, that's the only place I can find my daughter is Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I stay up, you know, up to beat with the technology and what's going on, because, you know, she doesn't like to use the phone. She doesn't even like FaceTime. It's Snapchat. And so she was at Skateland yesterday doing that backward skating. And she's got a boyfriend. She's 13 years old. And so she inspired me. The reason why you see me right now, right here, is because she inspired me of her rad little videos that she used to make on Instagram and Snapchat. And it's like, you know what? That looks like fun. That looks like fun, you know? Just, you know, inviting that inner child inside to play and just let it out. And so I adore her. I love her. And I thank her so much because, again, I wouldn't have made one video if it wasn't for her. And I've made thousands of videos now. And so let your inner child play. Like I always say, go outside, y'all. I am gonna mow Miss Lana's lawn today. She's got a bunch of weeds. We got a brand new fence. Look at that 6-foot fence. Boom, right? Amanda over there lives over there. I helped her with some stuff, like get her bushes out and stuff. And I told her, I was like, I'll do this, but I ask you one thing, just ninja flip into the group. So she ninja flipped into the group and she was watching some of my videos. And then the next night she called me and I ran over there. It was late. She's like, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, what's that? And she gave me a bag full of like 8 sunglasses, y'all. She's like, I see that you like sunglasses. And she gave me some like 1980 sunglasses. Like, I'm gonna go get a pair real quick. I love glasses, y'all. Check these out. Aren't those rad? These, like, you can see through these, right? And she's like, Tom, I have so many glasses and I really like your videos and I want to just give you some glasses. So she gave me like this plastic bag and she get like I love these glasses. You know what I mean? They're reminding me of like Macho Man Randy Savage or like 1985. Like on Rodeo Drive, right? Some big hairband. Like, aren't these so cool? And you can see through them, right? Isn't that cool? And so she gave me like 7 or 8 pair, and she gave me another one that has like little holes in here. Then she gave me like some like little Gucci Rocket like it's hot ones. And so I'm gonna be playing with those. Thank you so much, Amanda. That's the thing. Like, I haven't told anybody this, but you know, I've got like 5% stuff of what I own, and I have so many clothes, and I decided I'm just gonna drive around town, and because there's a lot of people that are less fortunate right now, and I've been in those circles, y'all, and everybody says like they're an empath or whatever, but like when I drive around and walk around, I feel everybody's pain, I feel everybody's sorrow, and I feel everybody's just like they're just not feeling good, you know what I mean? Because I've lived in the ghetto, you know, and I've been in tough times, and so I said, you know what, I'm just gonna walk around, drive around, and put all, because I already donated almost 95% or whatever, and I have just really nice clothes. I got like shorts, suits, I got sweaters, I got like real nice stuff, and most of it is brand new with tags, y'all. It's probably like $10,000 of this stuff, like all just really nice stuff, and I'm just gonna drive around. And like if I see like a cat there, you know, that's on the curb or whatever, just not doing well, I'm gonna just get out of my car and be like, yo, dude, you want some of these shorts? Here's some tank tops, here's some shirts, man. Like, because that's, you know what I mean? That's like the best way that I could serve, and then it's less stuff, you know what I mean? Because you know, I'm getting more powerful, I'm getting stronger with the less stuff that I own, because it's less responsibility. The less you own, like, you know, like just these glasses, like I want these. Why? Because they make me happy, and I'm gonna, like, I'll wear them and I'll see them. You know what I mean? I don't have, you know, 50 suits just sitting there, which I know I'll never, like, ever use. If I ever go anywhere that needs a suit, I'm gonna look just like this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I might even have a bedazzled loincloth on, pissing glitter and baboofing rainbows. That's how I'm gonna go to a funeral. That's how I'm gonna go whatever, because it doesn't matter. I don't need a suit. Why do I need a suit? I don't need turtlenecks. I don't need ties. I don't need any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is what I need. This is what I need. You know what I'm saying? And the sun, I really like these, right? And my sexy sapphire mohawk, y'all. It's getting really long now too. And I don't know if I want to re-dye it. I might re-dye it, but I like how it's like, look. See how it's like tips. And I have no anxiety about ninja flipping outside. Can anybody see my receding hairline? Like, is people gonna judge me? Like, but people do look at me like I'm like some cray-cray. I'm like, well, I am cray-cray, and so are you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think you're cray-cray. You know, I might have a little bit more extra cray-cray, side cray-cray. But I keep forgetting, even I'm almost 8 months into this delicious sapphire mohawk, that I have the mohawk. So I get a lot of different looks, but that's on them. But I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe if I do it, it might be like a hardcore, like purple, right? And look, it's getting really long here. But it feels good to not worry about, God, like I gotta put some product in my hair, bro, you know, like, or the wind's gonna mess it up, or I'm gonna go to the beach and it's gonna be slicked back and people are gonna see all this real estate back here. Like, this real estate is like rad. Like, look at that, looks so good. Like, if I really want to get, like, I'm gonna make a couple music videos today. They're gonna be really fun. But if I really wanted to look good, because I used to have this eyelash curler, and I don't care anymore. I'm gonna get another eyelash curler, and I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. And I got this thing. If I sweep my hair to the side, right, you won't be able to see it. It looks really good, and I can make myself look like I'm 18 again. I'm serious. I really can, and I don't have to put that much work into it. So I do like to get dolled up a little bit. And yes, I said dolled up. But anyways, I'll show you this headband. So I have literally 50 headbands, because I went in this headband stage before I got my mohawk, because I was you know, I was worried about people seeing, you know, that I was going bald right here. So I bought a bunch of headbands. So I might do a video and review all of my headbands. But look, these ones are the coolest because it has like this little ninja tie right here. You know, so you just, and it's like flexible. You just go, yeah. Look. Do you hear nature? Do you hear the birds? Hi, Christina. Hi, Kelly Bonavito. You're gonna cut your hair off today, Victoria? Are you? Are you gonna go bald? I've been waiting to talk about something. Okay. So, I always pluck hairs out of my ear, right? But I went on a ear hair strike just to see how long they would grow. You all, I have black hairs coming out of my ear like this high, or like right here like this high. And normally I get up in there and I pluck them with tweezers, but I want to see how long they grow. If there's men that don't pluck or shave their ears, I mean, they would have like a comb over on their ears. Like, if you look at older men, like if they're like, if you look at interviews, right, and they have a spotlight behind their thing, you can see all these hairs. I want to know right now who shaves their ears, because I get some long, crispy, thick black ones in my ear or on the side. And it really, like, look, I've always plucked my nipples, right? And I didn't pluck them for a while. Did you know, two nipple hairs grows out of each little hole, like follicle, It's the craziest thing. You'll pluck and it'll be like this small, and you'll pluck it out and it'll be like that long, and there'll be two. It's crazy. Hair is natural, and when I'm in the jungle and stuff, like, I don't know if I'm gonna still let my hair grow out. Like, there's just places like I don't think hair should be, but nature says it should be there. I think I'm a little bit aggro about that though. Like, I let my nipple hair grow out for a while, and then I feel like I was reborn when I plucked them, right? And now, because I want to talk about these hair, like, I don't know if you could see it, but these are like little crispies in there, man. They're like long too, right? I don't know if you could see them, but I can't stand it anymore. So I'm gonna pluck those. That's gonna be one of my things today. See, don't procrastinate. If you got nipple hair to pluck, right, and you're just sitting on the couch not plucking your nipple hair, or if you gotta go, you know, to the market, or if you want to grow a garden, go do that stuff today. No procrastination today. If you learned anything from this video, do not procrastinate. Okay, y'all. I love you. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna make some really rad videos. I'm gonna do one to an Alicia Keys song. I love Alicia Keys. I'm gonna do one song from one of the best movies ever, Dirty Dancing. And I'm actually gonna like stage it, and I'm gonna be like, you know, like, and then like, you know, Patrick Swayze when they're like, and then he grabs you. Because you gotta remember, I don't have a film person. I don't have a camera person. So what I do is like really, really hard. Okay, love you. Bye. What?